So, how do we really move on in life? Now, that is a question that so many of us often wonder about. A lot of us are often stuck in a relationship that's not good for us. A lot of us have gone through a heartbreak, and after that, we don't know what to do with our lives anymore. We feel so lost, we feel so stuck, we feel so purposeless in our lives. And it is then that we wonder about this question कि कैसे करें move on? We see a lot of solutions, but nothing really works out for us. So, hi there, this is Shreyashi, and in today's episode of Candid Sundays, we are going to talk about how to move on in life. I have talked a lot about this particular topic on my Instagram and in my previous YouTube videos as well, but today I'm going to talk about it very candidly. So, how do we move on in life? Now, that question is प्रिटी टफ ना, क्योंकि इस टॉपिक पे अगर कोई भी कोई सजेशन देगा ना, तो जो हार्ट ब्रेक से गुजर रहा है उसको मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स यही लगता है कि हाँ, बोलना बहुत आसान है, बट व्हेन यू आर गोइंग थ्रू अ हार्ट ब्रेक देन इट्स वेरी टफ. And I agree, like, I'm very good at empathizing with people. So I can really empathize that if someone is going through a heartbreak and सामने से आके कोई अगर कोई advice देता है कि हाँ तुम ऐसे ये 3 steps follow कर लो and you'll be able to move on in life. We don't want to believe them, and we find it, too overwhelming, and we don't like it, to be honest. So that is why I don't want to preach you any steps like that. I just want to, candidly sit here and talk about moving on, because I know that it is really important. If I personally talk about it, I think wanting to move on is the first step in itself. When someone is going through a heartbreak, they often do not want to move on, right? Because it is a conscious choice. And कुछ लोग ना वो heartbreak वाली feeling में इतने ज़्यादा comfortable हो जाते हैं. They become so familiar with that void. उनका फिर वो एक lifestyle बन जाता है कि हाँ, मैं तो अकेला हूँ, मैं तो अकेली हूँ, मैं तो दुखी हूँ, मेरे पास कोई नहीं है, I'm all alone, and feeling sorry about themselves basically. It is then that they forget that they should try to move on. So the first step is trying or wanting to move on from a heartbreak. And once you've done that, I think then your mind will automatically guide you towards the exit. And I think it's different for everybody. You might have seen that a lot of the celebs or a lot of people, a lot of influencers, after they've gone through a heartbreak, they have become really fit, or they've started going to the gym and they have become very conscious of their bodies, and they have suddenly become very attractive. So some of the people who have decided to move on decide to channelize it in a way that improves their looks or improves their overall health. So sabka channel, I think, alag hota hai. So once you've decided to move on, you will find your own path. You will find something that will guide you towards the exit. So if someone is going through a heartbreak, and if they think that becoming fit or becoming healthy is going to help them reach that exit door, or is going to help them build themselves up again in front of themselves, because when you're going through heartbreak, you often start demeaning yourself a lot. Like खुद के बारे में बहुत हम नेगेटिव सोचना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. सो अगर किसी के लिए जिम जाने से या फिट रहने से, हेल्दी रहने से वो सेल्फ इस्टीम वापस आ रहा है, या वो एक कॉन्फिडेंस वापस आ रहा है, देन maybe that is their exit door. Like for some people, it could be, singing, it could be dancing, it could be anything, it could be, YouTubing, it could be vlogging, doing anything that will help you get your self-esteem back is the second step, I feel. So you have to find that thing जिसमें कि तुम सारी अपनी वो heartbreak वाली sad energy को redirect कर सको. So I think that is really important, to find a channel where you can put all your energy and just keep doing that until it makes you feel better. So अगर आपने ये दोनों चीज़ें कर ली ना, I think more than half of the battle is won, right? You'll be so busy in building yourself up, or you'll be so busy in doing that thing or that hobby or that passion that you will not miss that person so much. Obviously बीच बीच में आपको thoughts आएंगे, आपको कुछ करते रहोगे तो आपको reminders आएंगे, but you will not feel so miserable about yourself. So that is really helpful when you're trying to move on from a heartbreak or from a person. So if you're doing these two things and you're very busy with your life, uske baad bhi if you are still missing that person, or if you're still feeling like you have really lost somebody in life and you're feeling the void, or you're feeling very alone and lonely, feeling all these things are very natural. Like, you have to accept that you have gone through a heartbreak. क्योंकि बहुत लोग तो इस चीज़ को एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं करना चाहते, राइट? जस्ट एक्सेप्ट इट कि हाँ, मेरे साथ बुरा हुआ है, मेरे साथ अच्छा हुआ है, जो भी हुआ है, जस्ट एक्सेप्ट इट। क्योंकि जितना आप डिनाइल में रहोगे ना, आप डिनाई करते रहोगे कि नहीं कुछ नहीं हुआ, इट्स ऑल राइट, आई एम ऑल ओके, आई एम वेरी पावरफुल, आई एम वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग, आई एम वेरी स्मार्ट, डूइंग दोज थिंग्स आर गुड, बट you should not ignore the fact that you are heartbroken. So you have to first accept it, then try to move on from it, and then channelize your energy. I think these three things are the three things that you really need to do to, move on after a heartbreak. And of course, the small things you need to do, like you need to, block them from your social media. You need to cut off contacts with them. How much ever you feel like going back for a closure, you have to control yourself and you have to not do that, because like I always say, closure is a myth, and so you need to stop going back to that person how much ever you want, because at the end of the day it's going to make you feel worse. Because अगर किसी को closure देना होता है तो दे देते हैं वो, and अगर किसी ने बिना closure दिए relationship end किया है, it's because they wanted it that way. कोई भी इंसान कोई चीज़ करता है ना तो वो सोच समझ के ही करता है, एंड उसको जो करना होता है वो वही करता है. सो स्टॉप थिंकिंग कि नहीं मिस आउट हो गया होगा, उसने मेरे को बताया नहीं होगा, या ये ऐसे सिचुएशन था इसीलिए उसने मेरे को एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया अच्छे से, या ये रीज़न रहा होगा. स्टॉप जस्टिफाइंग ऑन देयर बिहाफ. इफ समवन has broken off with you, let's just accept that they really have. Stop providing your very helpful, friendly shoulder to them, and stop being their backup. You need to stop doing these things, because you really need to realize that you are very, very important. And if someone is not giving you their 100%, if they are just giving you as a backup, or if someone is there for you just as per their convenience, then it's not the right relationship to be in. So realize your worth and remember that you deserve the best. So yeah, I think all these things can really help you move on from a heartbreak. And yeah, so that was something that I wanted to talk about today. So on that note, I will end this one here. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please make sure to hit a like on this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you're not done so yet. And I do these videos every Sunday, so do come back next Sunday or before that to watch my other videos, and I'll see you again very, very soon in my next one. Till then, bye bye, take care.